Well, it's here. I am really happy. Today I get full self-driving beta 10.5. Yay! So we're going to see how it works today. We got some new release notes. I'll go over those real quick here. Come join me. Okay, so we have full self-driving beta terms. Okay, we got full self-driving beta suspension. I'm just spring suspension, so that won't really impact me. Here are the release notes. Improve VRU, pedestrians, cycles, crossing velocity, error by 20%. Auto labeling, stack roll predictions. I love this. So it says 165,000 auto label videos. That is crazy. Show me another company that is adding that much every 2 weeks. That's crazy. Improve cone and sign detections. Improve cut-in detection by network. Enabled emergency collision avoidance maneuvering in shadow mode. So that should be nice. That means that now it will like actually try and evade things more actively. This is important. I have on my commute, I have a place where there's a freeway that merges onto a high-speed road. And it would be really nice if it got over because every time I have to get over. Improve merge object detection. Improve control for merges by increasing smoothness of arrival time. Constraining possible merging objects beyond visibility. Improve lane changes by allowing larger deceleration time. Yeah, that's a good one too, because you know, when it's trying to make a turn or something, it needs to actually decelerate just more. And that's something we really need here. And then improve lateral control for creeping forward to get more visibility. That's good. Improve modeling of road boundaries on high curvature roads for finer maneuvers. It's interesting because they put the VRU one up top. I wonder if these are labeled in order of what's most important. So either way, it's all getting better. So lots of things improving. I like the expanded full self-driving visualization. So I like that. The camera, of course. Sentry mode, live access. This is pretty cool. My car doesn't actually have the speakers, so I can't speak to it, but I can actually see what's actually happening live on my car, and that's pretty slick. So you can do this from the app. It's a very cool thing that Tesla has. One thing you have to do after you get it is you actually have to re-enable full self-driving beta. So here, we'll just enable it here real quick. Okay. And then it automatically selected chill first time I went through. I really like it on average, so that'll be running on average today. Okay. So we're going to go from kind of a challenging situation here. We're in a crowded parking lot near Costco. The most challenging of driving situations at Costco near Christmas time. It makes me frightened. So we shall see how this goes. Well, we're not actually in the Costco parking lot. That would be the most frightening thing ever. Actually, probably the worst is the trying to get gas. Yeah, you can see the gas here. Look at that line. Suckers. Nice oh, this is kind of a little bit to the left, and we're going. That's pretty smooth. I'm going to turn on the speed here a little bit, just because this area in here is pretty heavily trafficked. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge here because autopilot has to pull out and get over 2 lanes with a lot of traffic going on. Most human, I will probably have to take over here just because we're not going to have time to like stop and wait for it to go. In fact, I'm just going to have to kind of tell it to go. Oh. Yeah, that didn't turn out too well. That was probably partially because I was controlling it. I was actually like pushing it into the intersection, because otherwise we would have like sat there forever. It did not like that, let's put it that way. Hopefully the rest of this will be better. That was not such a good start. This morning I actually had a really good drive. So it was actually quite good. I was surprised. It took pretty much all the turns. I think there was only one turn that was a little sketchy. And here we go. Pretty smooth. Over a little bit to the right, but it seemed to be fine. Here. So this is a situation where it should get over, right? And I told it over. Okay, I just got over because that's not so good. And tripod is going around. And bracing it a bit. I do feel like each time I get a new download of FSD, these lines get more solid, right? So before they were really just kind of more chalky, like these ones over here, and now they're more solid, which I think that's really indicating actually better how much the system is defining the road. Like I think these were the degrees of certainty, right? And I think the degree of certainty used to be worse, right? Like I think this is how it used to be. And the thing that I loved was reading those updates where they said they added 165,000 video clips to train one of the aspects. And I said, wow, that is Tesla in action. I don't think you could do that with any other full self-driving system out there, particularly not one that doesn't have this many cars on the road, right? I don't think any of them, they wish they could do that, right? Okay. You have the right of way. Come on, go. 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 He did not like that. I tried to nudge it through the intersection. It did not like it at all. Tripod more next time. Okay. Let's point into this turning lane. Detecting people over here. Gave it a little bit of a nudge here, and it was going to take that turn a little bit tight. I don't know why it. If you went slower. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what you're saying. It's getting better at this at least. I think it's actually gonna go. It really doesn't know where it's going to go. I'm just going to because there's people going here. Anyways. So here, let's start where it should start, which is right here. I'm not sure why it's... I wish it was a little less jerky. It seems to be like really kind of... I will say this is like a, this is the most jerkiness I've seen this thing doing quite a bit. This is like a tough one though, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell it to go because this person's laying us in. Oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta get over. See, that's a tough one. Like, how do you get autopilot to do that? Right? And then I engage it and it like slams on the brakes. It's like, you're too close. Right? I mean, it sees kind of over here, it sees a speed limit. See? It's kind of amazing because sometimes it'll do a perfect turn like that, right? Where that was about as good as a human would do, right? And other times you're like, what are you doing? Jerking the wheel back and forth. You're scaring everybody around you. Stop it. Okay, so here we are. We're coming up on the traffic circle. Dun, 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 dun. So this is a weird traffic circle because it has 2 lanes to enter and 2 lanes to exit. We can be either in the outside or the inside. I think last time I did this was like on a Sunday. There was like no traffic here whatsoever. It's quite a bit different experience, right? Nudge it through. It still seems like I need to like nudge it through, and I took control there because I was a little concerned about the being a little too close to that car that was merging in. It probably would have been fine. Give it a little bit of a nudge there. Oh, see, there it was going pretty quickly. Like once I nudged it into the traffic circle, it decided to go. That seems to be the only problem here, is it seems to treat all of these like they're hit the accelerator a little bit. Okay. That was great though. See, this is the stuff that's like, you know, it can really do quite well when, you know, it gets a little encouragement from a human, right? I mean, I hope when they do turn on the full self-driving beta that it's like really, let go. That's not going. See, it's treating it like a total stop, not even a stop sign, it's treating it like something that needs my approval to go. But those were some pretty like tough maneuvers there. Full self-driving beta. It just doesn't roll off the tongue like autopilot does. I think they need a new name for it once it's official. What do you think the new nickname for full self-driving beta should be once it's out? Just full self-driving? How about Tesla Drive? If you're liking this video, please like and subscribe. Go in the comment section, let me know what you think of the Drive, the disasters, my bad tripod. Do you think this is going to become full self-driving? I think it is. I see it improving slowly but surely, and I think with Dojo, this thing is going to go from being okay to great. That is the plan, I think. Okay, so now we go. I wish it got off the line a little bit faster. See, I took over control there because it was going into, there's a second lane there, and I don't know why it was drifting over there. Oh. Maybe it's because my navigation was to the right. I thought it was navigating to the left. I guess not. Curious. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Well, let's see what it does here, because I'm not exactly sure where it's going. It seems to have a path. It looks like it could try and do a U-turn. I don't really see it doing that. Okay, it's creeping forward. There's nobody in the way. And go. That's good. A little slow, but you know, on the whole, pretty good. Okay, so here's where I'm really confused as to what it's going to do. And I'm not even sure if it knows what it's going to do. I just kind of drew a squiggle right here. Oh, yeah, it clearly has no idea where it's going. Where do you think you're going, autopilot? You have no idea what's going on. Okay, I get it. It was like, I am upset. We're gonna see how this works out, because it's showing a U-turn, which I don't think I've ever. It's even depicting a U-turn here. So I've never seen it do a U-turn. Let's do it. Temporarily not available. Why not? There we go. I thought I might have been kicked out because they have a new thing that you have to agree to. So let's see if it slows down. Okay, so it is detecting these. It's just not displaying them right now. So it detected it, not displaying. I think it's doing that because they had some false positives that were happening before. So they didn't want to show that to everyone, that they're detecting false positives. It was also maybe a little confusing because it was, you know, okay, so here's where it's going to do a U-turn here. Oh, no, it's... Okay, that was weird because it was saying right when it was coming in here. Okay, I just got to get away from here. Okay, so it did not do the U-turn. It displayed it on the screen, but I think there are still some challenges with planning, right? So you have the three levels, right? You have perception, you have planning, and you have execution, right? Or actual driving. And the problem is that you have I think we have perception down. Planning could be better. Okay, so that was a little jerky, but it did get into the correct lane. Going 35 speed limit. No problem. Autopilot should probably get over here because the person next to me is coming up a lot faster than I am. Oh, maybe it's going to get over now. Oh, it's not changing. I thought it was going to go to the right. It's not going to go to the right. That's the one thing that you really have to get used to with all of these things, is that the navigation doesn't always take the route that you would take. Right? I would normally go right there. And this is a little bit of a different route. It's basically the same distance, just a little bit different. I'm not sure why it's getting over here, because this actually also merges in over here. So I'm not... I had to take over there, and it was not exactly the nicest move. I wish autopilot was less rude. But it is one of these things though where like it doesn't really know, it doesn't remember that intersection, right? I remember that intersection. Probably the other 50 cars behind me and in front of me all remember that intersection, and how there's a very short distance to merge right after that intersection. So on a busy day like today, people just know to get over. Right? I will say though that if this was, say, probably like Southern California or Mexico or China, all of that space would have been taken up by cars, and you'd just be expecting people to merge in right there, right? But here in the Northwest, people are maybe overly considerate. A four-way stop and all the cars get there at the same time. Like, you could be there forever. Like 2 weeks. So let's see here. I can see 3 cars behind me. I can only see like 1. It's more of an SUV than like the car it shows. The thing that's really impressing me though is that you can see as the cars are streaming by, it's pretty much in sync with the cars that are going by my car, right? So I can tell that the system is perceiving at least the things that matter really well. So now this is pretty tough here, right? This is a turn onto a really busy road. So I don't know if it's going to... I think I asked for my approval. And here's one where it basically failed blatantly. It could have cruised through that, but That was illegal. And you see something like that, and it's like, wow. Just the normal lane change from side to side is quite good. If it had put on the blinker to maybe let the car in front of me to know to nudge up. And the only other thing I wish it would do more readily is that, like here, it's taking its sweet time in this intersection. Oh, shoot. Where are they coming from? I don't... That wasn't like a two... whatever. Okay. Well, that was pretty much a fail. Come on, autopilot, you're killing me here. Go ahead. Okay. So I was reviewing the footage, and I think that the that car in that last clip, I think they were actually overtaking me on the right. It was a single turn lane going to the left, and I think that, so the light had turned yellow, but I think that they were behind me and they thought, oh, I'm just gonna like go faster on the outside. And so that's what freaked the car out, was because it was ready to go into the right-hand lane, or it was going to kind of split the difference. But then this car was coming on the outside, so it was like a total edge case. But I mean, I think that's kind of what the car needs to be able to do, so yeah. If it were to go, it would go right now. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, see. I basically told it to go, but I let it take the turn here. Maybe not the best. Let's take a right. Okay, that was good. Oh, and it got over quick. It's kind of interesting because, you know, now it's like, I have no question that it detects the red and green lights better than humans do for the most part. So I don't even worry about it, like stopping for red lights, green lights, or going for green lights, and then also stop signs. It has to be really, really hard to see for it to even get confused. I've had a few times where it was staring right at the sun with the red light behind it, still detected it, no problem. There it goes. Won't give me the warning, but hey, that was perfect. That was an all-natural turn. So here's where I'd like it to get over. I don't know why it's in the right side. Believe it or not, I do think it's better. It's just, you know, today was a lot of really tough challenges, right? You know, you've got turns with people overtaking you. You've got some weird other stuff going on. The weather's not that great. I think I am actually going to calibrate. Thank you for joining me, and have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.